We're going to move to our next person. Next question or comment.
Bert Baker, Mount Shasta. I have a question to the MCSD and not Nestle. I wonder if they considered a locally owned, smaller bottling plant here run by the community and not a larger corporation. I think a smaller one could be more sustainable and be more responsible to the community.
I can't speak for the MCSD, obviously. There was a feasibility study that the services district did have prepared before we even were approached and before we came to town. And the feasibility study looked at a number of possible options. One was whether the district could bottle the water themselves and bring it to market. And that was determined in that feasibility study that was not feasible. That it was a very competitive market, that the district did not have I believe it said it didn't have the underlying authority to do that it wasn't their business as far as their primary operation. And the report concluded that the best option for the water was to go out and find an existing established company as a bottler to come in as a customer to bottle the water. As a customer of the district.
My name's Nancy. I live in Mount Shasta. In follow-up to what he just said, was that an answer from the McCloud watershed, or was that from Nestle? The answer you just gave to him.
It was a feasibility study that the McCloud Community Services District had commissioned.
So you're speaking for them?
I'm not speaking for them. No, I'm just providing a fact that he asked if a feasibility study had been done. I believe that's what he asked.
Okay.
And I responded that I can't speak for the district, but as a matter of fact, that the district did have a feasibility study prepared.
Is there anyone here in the district that can address that further, if that is something that could become feasible?
Yes. Okay. I can answer your question. There was a feasibility study done in the early 1990s. And it was found out that it was too expensive and the McCloud Service District didn't have the money for it. There's also a lot of other bottling plant companies and they all went away. And so I would like to tell you, I will talk later, but he doesn't have to talk for a board member because I was the board member when this contract was signed. Okay.
With regard to the people who you would consider hiring, whether it be 20 or 100, what's the qualifications? You said the most qualified people. I'm just curious what that constitutes to know whether anybody in this community could qualify.
Sure. The jobs, again, we have forklift drivers. In general, the jobs are forklift drivers, line operators, blow molder, filler, packer, quality control technician, maintenance. Then there's administrative positions. The qualifications for those all vary. They vary.
Specific? Can you be a little bit more specific about the qualifications? I mean, people are looking for jobs.
Yeah. Prior forklift. If you're a forklift driver, if you're a licensed forklift driver, prior experience on those. Prior quality control experience would be good. If you don't have that, if you're like a microbiologist or a chemist or have that type of training, that's good. Any type of mechanical job, like if you're a blow mold operator, filler operator, packer operator, any type of prior production line job experience would be good. Or any manufacturing experience is good. Any administrative position, if you've had any administrative experience, those are all good.
Okay.
So I mean, pretty much a wide swath of experiences are the type of people we hire.
Would you be able to give any preference to the people, the local people?
Training, maybe?
So
No,
are
we
you
can't.
allowed to do that?
No.
Yeah,
So conceivably,
We hire on. I'm trying to answer your question. We hire on qualifications.
Therefore, it's possible that these jobs that some people here think are going to answer a lot of their prayers may not go to any of the people within this community. That's possible if they're not qualified.
I think
There's
that is
no
possible.
training, or so it is possible.
I think it is possible. I'm not aware of that in any of the plants we operate. Quite frankly, I'm not aware of that. I mean, in Michigan, for example, we're in Mecosta Township. We hired people from Mecosta Township. We hired people from neighboring townships. Most of the people, for a Michigan example, drove, within a 30-mile radius. Some were very close, but most of the people, almost all the people, drove from within a 30-mile radius.
So we're hearing a need for more information on this
Yeah,
topic.
and Joan, we have, this is a great opportunity, a great time to bring that up, because we have provided that information at a previous meeting. We actually had the listing of the qualifications for each of the specific jobs in a plant as an example. So we will provide that again and make it as current as possible for those kinds of questions. But that information has been provided in the past, and it's timely to be able to bring it back up again.
Hi, Mark Ramus. I own a house in this nice grid here named residential, which is really a couple hundred yards from the proposed facility.